some singing. We're ready for the rhythms and melodies of friends who sing together in harmony. Oh, children, are you singing?
We're singing.
Children, are you listening? Oh, children, are you ready?
We're ready.
For the Simply Grand Quigley Band.
The rate of taxation for the majority of taxpayers in the 20 to 30% tax bracket are already shouldering an overwhelming tax burden. The answer is simple. Because the rate of decline in the appreciable differential in median income between the baby boomers, the baby busters, and the pre-baby boomers has increased by over 18% during the last 10 years. It is estimated. I'm sure you find that fascinating.
Right there,
with another 4 years, my administration
he's a very important leader, and it's a very big honor for him to be here at the village today.
To make recommendations as we proceed toward a global economy which affects every large corporation producing durable goods, while medium and small businesses convert their energies to becoming larger companies with bigger benefit packages, including dental, mental health, flood, fire, air travel, whole life, and contemptible neighbor insurance, which naturally leads us to
Hey, there's a bee.
this administration.
I got it.
Oh, Daddy, you can't catch bees with your hand. You gotta use a bee swapper.
A what? A what?
A bee swapper. All you have to do is take something like this music here, and then you wait for the perfect moment. Oh, look. Oh, boy. The perfect moment. Guess that was a mistake.
Well, I guess this means my speech is finished, for now at least. Thank you for letting me be with you.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you.
Too bad about the bee.
But we just had a...
Well, that wasn't very fun.
Way to go, Danny.
Why, that was
Now
terrible.
look what happened to my saxophone. And I still don't know where my shoe went after I got my foot unstuck.
Well, it wasn't my fault. Bubba was the one who hit Lemon with that bee swapper.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but I probably saved your life by swapping that bee.
You saved my life, yeah. Now I've got a big bump on my head. See?
Okay.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
It wasn't my fault either.
That wasn't
Well, I was
anyway.
just the one
think
that
it was
hit
your
the
fault.
I
bee.
know,
Yeah,
but
it wasn't
I'm
that.
sure you were. I would have
my
been stuck.
fault.
It
Yeah, I
wasn't
mean,
anybody.
Don't
no
blame
way.
me.
I can't do
No,
it.
give me instruments. Thank you.
What about
It was Bubba's fault then.
Thank you, Anna.
Maybe Lemon's fault.
Okay, yeah.
Wasn't anybody's...
My fault.
Calm down, everybody. Please calm down. I'm glad that nobody was hurt, but we were not very respectful to the governor today.
But Mr. Quigley, he was so boring.
Yeah, a real snore.
Yeah, but I took a nice nap.
I hope I never have to go to one of those things again.
Me neither. No way.
I'm afraid that's not possible. There's going to be a lot of times where you just have to sit quietly and listen, even if you don't understand all that's going on.
But, Mr. Quigley, I'd rather do anything else than just sit there.
Yeah.
Don't use big words that I don't know. And I'd rather be running.
Or jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but sometimes you have to just sit quietly.
We are kids and we like running, 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 running around in the sun. Because you know that kids are always jumping, 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 jumping and having fun. We are kids and we will wiggle, 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 wiggle when we sit down. Because
Good singing, guys.
You know, I know it's a lot more fun to run and jump and wiggle giggle, but sometimes we just have to sit quietly and show respect.
What do you mean, Mr. Quigley?
Well, one way that we can show respect is to listen carefully when someone else is talking.
Yeah, the governor probably thinks we're a bunch of animals.
Yeah, that's not that right.
Don't be so hard on yourselves. You know, showing respect and good manners are things that we can learn.
Well, you mean like not chewing with your mouth wide open? Or,
Oh, I know, Mr. Quigley.
like wiping your nose on your sleeve?
I know. Or interrupted when someone else is talking?
I think you got the idea. You know, after lunch, why don't we all come back here and we'll give each other good manner lessons. Good idea? Okay, let's do that.
Just about get it where I need it. Yep, perfect. Wow, that's great. Now all it needs to be done is be push it up and there it is.
Grandpa, can I help? What are you doing? Hey, what's that for anyway? Do you need a hammer?
Well, Yuki, would you really like to help?
Oh, yes, I would, Grandpa. Help is my middle name. Well, actually, Eucalyptus is my middle name, but you can call me Help Eucalyptus or Eucalyptus Help. Or if you prefer, you could always say...
Well, why don't you calm down? I think I have something you can help me with.
Oh, boy, I'll get the hammer.
Oh, no, you won't need a hammer for this.
Oh, but Grandpa, if I can't use the hammer, it won't be any fun.
Well, look, this is a very important job, Yuki, because after I fix an instrument, it has to be polished to perfection before I give it back to the customer.
Polish? Grandpa, that doesn't sound like much fun at all. I want to use the hammer.
No, Yuki. Hammers are used only for pounding things. I don't need you to pound. I need you to polish.
Grandpa, just one whack, please. I promise to make it a good one.
Yuki, no hammers. Just a sharp rag. Listen, my child, to the question of style, and you will learn much throughout the years. Be gentle and kind, always open your mind, discovering learning frontiers.
But I would rather use a hammer and pound the daylights out of something. Because there's nothing like a hammer for fixing anything.
Watch what I do, for my message is true. Work careful and slow, then you will see that the work of your hand will be much in demand. A craftsman of note you will be.
But I would rather use a chainsaw and cut some wood in little pieces. Because there's nothing like a chainsaw for fixing anything.
Right from the start, every gadget and part must fit in its own specific space. Stay calm and be cool, and work hard as a rule, and you will learn much in this place.
But I would rather use a blowtorch and weld some metal things together. Yeah! Because there's nothing like a blowtorch for fixing anything. But I would rather use a hammer. But I would rather use a chainsaw. But
return. Believe me, I tell you that it's true. The time that you spend will pay off in the end in quality that will shine through.
Well, Grandpa, if I can't use the hammer, then, how about a circular saw?
No,
Oh, well, how about a rivet gun? Yeah.
no,
Well, maybe then the jaws of life? Huh.
Okay, everyone. Can I have your attention? If we're going to learn to respect others, there are some very important words that we need to remember. Do you know what they are?
Hey, I have one. Get out of the way!
That's good.
No, I was thinking more on words like courtesy words. Words that show respect.
Do you mean words like please and thank you and you're welcome?
Those are all courtesy words, yes.
It's easy to forget courtesy words sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is easy to forget. That's why I thought that we would form a courtesy choir.
What do we do, Ryan? What do you mean?
I'll show you. We're going to divide you up into 3 groups. And let's see, I want Darren and Bubba and Kim to be group number 1.
Okay.
Spike and Autumn and Brendan to be group number 2. And Lemon, Taryn, and Danny to be group number 3. Now, group number 1, this is what I want you to sing.
Okay.
Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you are polite. Can you sing that with me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you are polite. Very good. Now group number 2, this is what you sing. You are so welcome, you are so welcome, you are so welcome is polite. Try that. You are so welcome, you are so welcome, you are so welcome is polite. Good. Group number 3, this is what you sing. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, Mr., Miss, Mrs., Miss, these are polite. Try that. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, Mr., Miss, Mrs., Miss, these are polite. Very good. Now, for our courtesy choir, we're going to sing it all together, but we're going to start with group 1 and then add group 2 and 3. Here we go. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you are polite. 2. You are so welcome, you are so welcome, you are so welcome, you are polite. 3. You are so welcome, you are so welcome, please and thank you, these are polite. You are so welcome, you are so welcome, please and thank you, these are polite. You are so welcome, these are polite.
That was good.
Very good. A good courtesy choir. Now, some other ways to show respect is to always listen very carefully when someone else is talking.
Oh, what was it, Mr. Quigley? I wasn't listening.
Maybe a story will help. Maybe a story. Have you ever heard something and you didn't know what it was?
Yeah.
Well, once I heard a chirping sound and it was in my basement. I couldn't imagine how a bird could have gotten down there, so I went down to check it out. I followed the sound around and looked for a bird, but I was very careful that I wouldn't scare it so that it would hurt itself.
Did you find it?
Well, eventually, I ended up in the laundry room. There was no bird at all. What the sound was some squeaky gears in my washing machine.
Sometimes I think I hear noises at night.
Me too, but my daddy always tells me noises are nothing to worry about.
Noises are nothing to worry about. Well, long ago, long before Jesus was even born, a young boy named Samuel heard a noise in the middle of the night, a noise that he had never heard before. Now, Samuel lived in the tabernacle of the Lord. This is the place where the people of Israel worshiped God. The tabernacle was a beautiful place. It had all kinds of gold and silver decorations. Now, Samuel didn't have a bedroom of his own, so when it was time to go to sleep, he just pulled out a mat and went to sleep right there in the middle of the temple. Now, this particular night, Samuel heard someone say his name. Samuel. Samuel woke up, looked around, couldn't see anybody in the eerie glow of the oil lamp. Samuel was a special helper in the temple of the Lord, so he got up and went to get Eli, the old priest who took care of him.
Eli? Eli, wake up!
Who's
Here
there?
I am!
What?
Samuel!
Oh, Samuel.
You called me! What is it that you want?
Samuel, I didn't call you. And go back to bed.
Oh, I must be hearing things.
Samuel took his sleepy body back to bed and went right back to sleep. But before long, the voice called out his name again. Samuel. Samuel.
What? What was that?
He hurried over to where Eli was sleeping and woke him up.
Eli? Eli, wake up! Wake up!
What? Did you say something?
Yes, I heard you call for me again. What do you want?
Oh, Samuel. Go back to sleep, Samuel. I did not call you.
So he went back to bed. This time Samuel tried to stay awake, just to see if he was dreaming that someone was saying his name. But after a matter of minutes, he was snoozing as hard as before. Then in between a couple of good snores, Samuel.
Huh? What? What? I know I heard him call my name that time.
Samuel jumped out of bed and marched right over to Eli. This time, if Eli denied saying his name, Samuel would tell him to quit talking in his sleep.
Eli? Eli, this time I know I heard you call my name. I heard it loud and clear. You said...
Samuel.
You said it just like that. You said...
Samuel.
Samuel, that's what you said. That's what I heard.
Eli was a very wise old man who had served as a leader in the temple for a very long time. He couldn't see very well anymore, and his ears didn't work like they did when he was young. But he knew now that Samuel was not just hearing things. God was calling his name.
Come here, my boy. It is not me who has been calling for you tonight. It is God.
Oh. Why is God calling me?
Well, I don't know, but it must be pretty important, and you need to listen very carefully. Now, go back to bed, and if you hear the voice again, answer with, "Speak, Lord, I am listening." Now,
Okay.
go back to bed, Samuel.
Okay, I'll do it.
Samuel walked slowly back to his bed. He was much too excited to go back to sleep. He couldn't imagine what God would want to talk to him about. After all, he was only a kid. It wasn't long before the voice spoke again. Samuel. It was God speaking. He had a kind and loving voice. Samuel. It sounded like he was standing right next to Samuel's bed, but Samuel couldn't see anyone. Samuel remembered what Eli had told him to say, but he was a little nervous and took a big swallow first.
Speak, Lord, for I am listening.
So God talked to Samuel that night about many things. Samuel listened very carefully to what God said and remembered everything. And throughout Samuel's life, he listened very carefully to God and did exactly what God told him to do. Teach us, Lord, to listen, 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 listen when you're speaking. Teach us, Lord, to listen, listen, listen to your every word. Meeting you in prayer, reading in your word.
soft and clear we will hear. Help us know your voice and listen to your every word. Teach us, Lord, to listen, 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 listen when you're speaking. Teach us, Lord, to listen, listen, listen to your every word. Leading you in prayer, reading in your word. Speak, Lord, when you're near, soft and clear we will hear. Help us know your voice and listen to your every word.
Mr. Quigley, when God talks to you, can you hear him like Samuel did?
Well, with God, anything is possible. But God most often talks to us through his creation, through the things that he has made. He also talks to us through the writings and the stories in the Bible. You see, the Bible can tell us in our hearts what is right and what is wrong.
Are there other ways that God can speak to us?
Oh yes, there's lots of other ways. God uses people to speak to us, like our parents and grandparents and friends. We need to make sure that we're always listening for his voice.
Oh.
Will you excuse me for a minute?
Yeah. I wonder what it could be. Yeah. I don't know either.
Hello, Quigley's Music Shop.
Maybe
Can I
he'll
help
tell
you?
us after he talks to him.
Yes, this is he. We would be delighted. Yes, thank you very much for calling. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Who is it, Mr. Quigley?
I wonder what it was.
Do you like to talk on the telephone?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Quigley, when the phone rings in my house, my mom and dad usually answer it.
Well, that's true in most families. But when you are given permission to talk on the telephone, make sure that you're very polite.
What if my parents aren't home?
Well, if your parents aren't home, you probably should say that they can't come to the phone right now and that you would like to take a message.
Oh, well, what if you can't write yet?
Well, if you need to answer the phone and you can't write and your mom or dad is doing something else right then, listen very carefully for the message so that you can repeat it to your mom or dad later. I've got a good idea. Why don't we pretend that I'm calling you on the telephone and you use your best polite voices and we'll see if we can learn how to talk on the telephone, okay?
That's a great
Let's
idea.
see. I'll start over here.
Okay.
I'm going to call you up.
Oh, boy.
Here it comes.
Hello,
Hello.
is this the place I'm talking to?
Oh, yes, this is the place that you are talking to.
Then may I ask of you to get your mom or dad for me?
I'm sorry, but they can't come to the phone right now. Then may I ask to take a message from you, please? And when they can, they'll call you right back.
You're very kind, but I will have to call another time.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Goodbye. There's the phone.
May I get it?
I hope it's for me.
I'll be very polite.
Hello,
Hello.
is this the place I'm talking to?
Oh, yes, this is the place that you are talking to.
Then may I ask of you to get your mom or dad for me?
I'm sorry, but they can't come to the phone right now. Then may I ask to take a message from you, please? And when they can, they'll call you right back.
You're very kind, but I will have to call another time.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Goodbye.
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 Goodbye. Goodbye.
So long.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You see, everyone, it's easy to use good manners. When we use good manners, it shows respect to others around us. Say, I have some very exciting news. Do you remember the phone call that I got a few minutes ago?
Yes, I do.
Well, the village is in for a very big surprise. No, I can't tell you what it is. No.
How about letting me use a weed whacker?
Nope.
Well, how about a snow shovel?
Nope.
Bolt cutter?
Nope. Oh, I'll tell you. This is a stubborn little thing. Yuki, would you bring me the hammer, please?
The hammer? Did you say the hammer? Oh boy, oh boy. I wanted to use the hammer all day, Grandpa. How did you know?
Well, let's just say when you get old, you know these things. Now, very carefully, give this a little tap.
A little tap?
Yep. There. Very good. Any more and we could break it. Whenever you're given permission to use something of someone else's, you need to treat it respectfully.
Oh, Grandpa, what do you mean respectfully?
I mean, take good care of it and do your best so that it doesn't get broken.
I thought that you couldn't use a hammer on that stuff.
Well, always use the right tool for the right job. Like that rag over there. That's to polish the flute. Isn't that right?
Yes, Grandpa.
Ask Mr. Quigley. I think I should ask him. Wait to see. All right, I will. Really? So, Mr. Quigley, what's this big surprise that you can't tell us about?
Yeah, tell us about it.
You have to be patient. You'll know soon enough.
If it's the governor, I hope we don't have to listen to another one of those long speeches again.
Yeah. Got that right.
Boy.
Don't worry. Do you remember how important it is to listen?
Oh, yeah.
I do, yes.
Teach us, Lord, to listen, 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 listen when you're speaking. Teach us, Lord, to listen, listen, listen to your every word. Meeting you in prayer, reading in your word. Speak, Lord, when you're near, soft and clear we will hear. Help us know your voice and listen to your every word. Teach us, Lord, to listen, 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 listen when you're speaking. Teach us, Lord, to listen, listen, listen to your every word. Meeting you in prayer, reading in your word. Speak, Lord, when you're near, soft and clear we will hear. Help us know your voice and listen to your every word.
Did you know that God loves to talk to you? I hope that you're listening for his voice, just like Samuel. Remember to use good manners, too, because that shows respect for others. Do you know what the big surprise is? You will soon.
Oh, wow! Wow! That's the biggest black car I've ever seen before!
Everybody, put your instruments up. This is important.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president.
What is it?
You ready?
Yes.
See it?
Okay, here we go.
See it? There it is.
Oh no! The bee! The bee's
Okay, it's okay.
there! We're going! It's there!
Okay, don't worry. It's okay. Remember, God loves you, and we do too.
Get it!